podcast. Let's not. I take it back. Let's not have this discussion on the podcast. There's no point in starting the podcast on a negative note. Okay.
All right.
Welcome, guys, to episode. I don't even know what episode we're on. I stopped putting the actual title on my pre-recording so I can put it in afterwards in editing. We're on episode like 30, I think.
Dylan doesn't want to have our marital dispute on camera.
It's not a marital dispute. You're upsetting me, Pumpkin.
This is why I'm leaving you, Dylan.
You're not leaving me. You're not leaving me. I'm not doing this podcast on my own. Which one? Okay, you know what? Screw it. Which one of us is the more clingy girlfriend? It's Mateo. Mateo's the more clingy girlfriend. I can live my whole life
I'm kicking you out of the house
in the woods and be perfectly fine.
I'm trying to get like fake tears to start coming.
I'm just angry. I'm not faking anything. This is just pure rage. I have a crappy bottle of lemonade. I have a clingy little girlfriend who keeps whining and complaining about me being clingy. You are a toy!
Hey, all I'm saying is Dylan's the one who messages me. I don't message him.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
He's so clingy. He's just too clingy.
Oh yeah? Look who called me. Look who called me just now.
I was to get you to do the podcast after you messaged.
I didn't pick up. I didn't pick up, and then look, he called me again because he couldn't handle me not picking up the phone.
You told me to do the podcast.
Not picking up the phone.
This started with you, not with me.
There's literally no evidence suggesting that I messaged you first.
There is no evidence.
If there's evidence that I messaged you about getting on the podcast, show it.
Britt's gonna cut. Oh, you bastard! You rat bastard!
What?
By the way, this is a Backrooms reference.
What? Rat bastard? What? Stop saying the F word. Rat bastard? What? What'd I do? What?
No, did you already say it? I said this is a Backrooms reference.
I haven't seen the movie.
Or no?
Where's the proof, man? I'm waiting.
I hate you.
What?
I hate you.
What?
He deleted the evidence.
I didn't delete anything. There's no deleted evidence.
You're trying to make me lose my kids in court.
Okay. And that's the intro, baby. Hit that intro. Let's hit it.
Ripping a wet fart directly to the mic. You injected so much acid into your penis. To my information, they really did just shoot Joe Keery on set.
Shame on you.
He ripped one, and it sounded good. But anyway, title drop.
If he wants to run a train on me, he can't.
Gotta be at least bisexual.
I picture her as a black woman.
Hit that like and subscribe button.
Okay. Anyway, now that dispute's out of the way, let's get started with the episode. First, we're a bit late. So how's your week been? We haven't talked that much for this week. You've been busy doing Binding of Isaac. I've been busy playing the new season of Fortnite.
I've either been playing Binding of Isaac or working. So I just haven't had a whole lot of time to do anything else.
No, that's true. That's fair. What are you eating? What you got there?
What I'm eating is a nice, tasty Adderall pill.
Yeah, Mateo started Adderall, and instead of being productive...
We discussed this a few episodes.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, instead of being productive, you decide to lock in on Binding of Isaac.
I know. It, like, caused me to... I skipped, like, 2 days and didn't eat.
Isn't that the exact opposite of what Adderall's supposed to do?
No, Adderall's an appetite suppressant.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
so it makes you like focus very well, but it also just straight up turns off the feeling of hunger.
That's like something really bad for you specifically. You already don't eat at all. You should be eating more.
Well, I've been having to make myself eat.
That's actually fair. My family's out of town right now. December 26th, 2026, and I also had to make my own food, and I've already immediately been eating less than I usually do, so. I've also been working out, though. Check this out. Ready? Look at that. Do you see that? See that? Look at that. Oh!
Are you gonna flex?
Oh, look at that. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's hard to see because I don't have any definition. It's just just mass.
Yeah, I gotta start working out again.
I've been doing.
I've been saying that for like a year.
Yeah, I've been doing. I found like a little like a 5-day thing for just dumbbells because I don't have anything other than that, and I'm not leaving the house. But I've been following that, and it's been pretty good so far. It's been pretty good. Like I mentioned to you a few minutes ago, I started working out in the morning. So
I just wish I had like better weights because
Yeah.
I've got like just like dumbbells and stuff at home.
Mhm.
But what I want is I want to be able to bench press because that'll get my shoulders, back, and biceps going.
well, you know, there are exercises you can do with dumbbells that do the same.
Yeah, I know, but it just doesn't
Doesn't hit the same.
feel right.
That's fair. That's fair. See, I have adjustable dumbbells, so I can like kind of mimic it almost, the idea of it. But it's, you know, I got a little lucky in that regard.
Yeah, what I need to do is I just need to invest in a gym subscription.
Yeah, yeah. But you got to be careful because if you invest in subscriptions, you know what's going to happen, right? They dox you.
They're gonna dox you.
They're gonna dox you.
dox you.
It's the second you start getting successful and you're better than them, they're going to start doxing you.
You know, if at 20 years old you're doing better than the bums who work at the New York Post, they'll just leak your parents' address.
Yeah, they just leak your parents' address, leak your house. And you know what? It's not too dissimilar to a guy I knew once. His name is Kane Parsons. You ever heard of him, Mateo?
Sounds vaguely familiar. I might have seen where he's lived before.
All right. Well, anyway, we're vaguely alluding to the fact that Kane Parsons, as we know, the director of the Backrooms, and of course, renowned analog horror YouTuber, was doxxed by the New York Post the last week. I want to say just not even. It's like just a few days ago. It's not even been a week. They did a whole thing about like, look at inside the house of Kane Parsons. Like
it was like a look at where Kane Parsons lives, right? And like when this is a like celebrity with a giant mansion in the Hollywood Hills, it's kind of fine because like
that's whatever. Yeah.
it's not exactly hard to find them, right? It's like, oh, they're gonna live around other celebrities in other mega mansions, except this is a guy who lives in like suburban California.
Does he live? Is it in California?
I think it is California, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
Wait, I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, Petaluma, California, Sonoma County.
Yeah, he lives in the same city that my grandmother lives in.
Oh, does he
I
really?
might have run into Kane Parsons on the street just by accident.
That's actually kind of crazy to think about. Like, imagine you just like you bump into a guy. It's like, oh, my bad, dude. I'm sorry for bumping into you. And that dude just happened to be, you know, the director of the Backrooms. That'd be crazy.
But like, what I'm trying to say is this is significantly different than like, oh, gated community in the richest city in the U.S.
Yeah.
This is just doxing some dude's house who lives next to like Joe Schmo over there in Billy Bob right next to him.
I also want to point out too, the actual title for the post, like the article, is so mean. Director behind Hollywood Phenomenon Backrooms is a 20-year-old YouTuber who still lives with his parents. Like
They changed it too.
They changed it? What was it originally?
I mean, I don't know if I can find it because I think they took down the article.
No, I just read the article. That was the article, I think.
Oh.
Kane Parsons, York. Yeah, no. They might have changed it off of what it was before to that, but still. Well, let's pull up the most reliable news source on the internet. Charlie Penguin Zero. I could not have spelled his name worse. That was actually horrible. Horrible spelling. Scary movie, video, scandal.
And you know what? I still haven't seen anybody address how terrible this post is.
No, everybody has. Everybody's been
No.
dunking
Like
on it.
what I'm talking about is I haven't seen Kane, nor have I seen New York Post.
No, he did respond to it.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Let me pull up the second best news source of information. Dolan Darkest. Slap
After
Live.
that, he goes to Pyrocynical.
Dude, I don't appreciate you calling me out, man. I don't like that. But he responded, the consequences of speaking out against the older gentleman. So a direct response to, or follow-up to his previous response of people claiming that he ghost-directed the Backrooms was ghost-directed. Referring to, of course, the older gentleman, which I actually found out is a reference towards...
Yeah, but that's different than the house thing.
No. Yeah, no. That response was directly towards that response of him being doxxed. But it's a continuation. It's a continuation of the joke of the older gentleman. So his response to being doxxed was the consequences of speaking out against the older gentleman.
I like that.
Inside the unassuming $450,000 California house behind the $118 million Backrooms horror phenomenon. And it's just a picture of his house.
It really annoys me that everywhere I see like a Backrooms poster, they use a fan-made one. Like they use
the one with the face.
Yeah, the one with the face.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. It doesn't really tell you anything about the actual Backrooms. Whereas the other, I actually like the artistry of like the real one.
I do too. It's very simple. It's very simplistic. It's very nice. And then there's the other one that looks like the girls getting back shots against the wall.
Oh, calm down.
I really like there's one that someone did online, an artist did online, where it's like the main actor's face and it's kind of like blended into the Backrooms itself. It's very cool. But yeah, anyway, that's it for that piece of news. It's just he got doxxed by the New York Post, and people, of course, were not happy. Yeah, nothing too special beyond that. Do you have any other thoughts on this post, Mateo?
Really was not the classiest move by the New York Post. That being said, it's the New York Post, so they're like evil news organization number 3, owned by I think it's I remember there's something really bad about the owner of the New York Post.
Well, he probably is based in New York, and I'd say that's enough.
I know. They're just like comically evil.
Yeah. Well, that's news for you. That's the news.
That's the news.
Speaking
Don't
of the
trust
news,
the news.
I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to interject a little topic that I forgot to leave in the notes, and that's the Watch Mojo crash out. Have you been following the Watch Mojo crash out at all?
Oh yeah.
Would you like to talk about it for a bit?
Everybody with AI.
You want to talk about it for a minute?
Yeah, for sure. So, I think like a week and a half ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Mojo, got into a little tidbit of controversy because some guy was like talking about like washed YouTubers essentially, and like mentioned Watch Mojo, where it's like, yeah, you're slop posting, total slob. And then the guy who owns Watch Mojo, like the guy who actually just straight up outright holds all the stake in the company,
the CEO,
starts crashing out on this guy, saying like cringe stuff like, we deserved where we got to. You'd be nothing without us. You worm.
I want to see if I can find it.
We are popular because people keep coming back to watch our videos. And it's just like it's the most like self-absorbed dumb stuff ever.
Okay.
And obviously they're gonna get a bit of flack for it.
I have the whole thing. Should I read out the whole thing?
Just like summarize it.
Okay. I'm just going to read off the bullet points that they put. So the setup in the bullet points. The day no one talks about you is the day you are irrelevant. So thank you. Okay, never heard of your channel, and I admit I didn't see the video, but a few points. In 2006, we were started, and we were obviously a bit ahead of the curve. In 2012, when every channel was some vlogger sitting on a couch, we mastered our signature style. The challenge in media is staying relevant, keeping your audiences guessing. companies like BuzzFeed and channels inspired themselves by us. If by downfall you mean being a survivor, having 100 FTEs who earn their living with us, then I'll take it. Also, this may be inside baseball, but you are aware that of AOVD, I'm not sure what AVA, I don't know what that is, AOVD. AVOD is YouTube 1.0 and the platform has evolved, right? So it's basically like a super villain rant about why they're like one of the most integral parts of YouTube history. It's like nobody.
And like, this is cringe enough, right?
Mhm.
But it's not like anything substantial, you know. So like it kind of dies, I think, within the day. I stopped seeing stuff about it
Yeah.
until a few days ago
Mm-hmm.
when Watch Mojo released the hit video. Dylan, can you read out the title for me?
Give me a second, let me pull it up. I think, oh, there it is. 10 YouTubers who made videos when they knew they were dying.
And I don't love the idea of that video, but that's not inherently a problem. What is a problem is opening that video with an ad for your new AI music channel.
Oh, that not just opening the video with it, putting a second advertisement for your AI music channel halfway through the video.
Very classy.
Very
And
classy.
it's a monetized video.
And it's a monetized video. And in the description, it opens up with another advertisement for their AI music. And then the actual description itself is them just saying everybody's names. Like, it's like a little paragraph, and it's like, oh, check out people such as Technoblade, Total Biscuit, and other big YouTubers who've died and passed on.
Which that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like, oh, big channel shouts out these YouTubers, right? Except they're dead.
And also, they don't care about the YouTubers themselves. They put them all that into the description for the SEO search terms. So it's like it basically boosts their video.
They also like hashtagged it, so like it was hashtag Technoblade.
Hashtag
And,
Ed's
like,
World, hashtag Terminal.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Terminal
goodness.
is so crazy. Oh wait, I can actually open up the video because I have an ad blocker, so they won't get money from it.
And once again, it's cringe, it's bad, but it's not the worst it could be.
No, I think it's actually the worst it could be.
In for a penny, in for a pound. So you get a second crash out about the music from the owner again.
Oh, wait, sorry, but they did update the video, and they changed the description to remove all the names. They kept hashtag cancer in there though, but now it's not hashtag Technoblade, Terminal, and like dead or something. It's now Cancer Inspiration Watch Mojo. So they did actually update the description. They removed the advertisement for their AI music video. I think it looks like they did it for the actual video itself. They did. They cut out both of the ads in the start of and the midway point of their video.
Yeah, but essentially they caught a lot of flack for this, and they were crashing out pretty heavily. The guy was crashing out again, where it's like defending his AI music, and then defending the YouTuber stuff. And there was one other thing. Oh yeah, he was like, we made it this far without what's it called when you post a bunch of stuff that's all just like
Spam.
terrible?
Spam?
No, but like he was like, there's a term for it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Personally, you sound like a wacko to me. So, I also need to mention they updated their thing. So they said that 100% of the money made from this video will go to colon cancer. research.
And the guy who owns WatchMojo
Mhm.
specifically said, we've made it this far without becoming content farmers.
This
That's
coming
that's an
from
actual
the
thing.
original content farm.
This coming from it being 3:00 currently,
Mm-hmm.
and they have released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos in the past day.
Wow. Yeah, within the past 23 hours, 7 videos exactly. And most of these
One of them being 10 twists in the Bricks and Minifigs scandal. There aren't even that many twists.
No, there are that many twists. I'll actually give him that. There are that many twists in that scandal, but that's a whole other thing. What's crazy is that most of these are just reposts of older videos.
Are they actually?
Yeah, what they do is they'll take older videos and like mash them together and then do one big video. So that's what the top 20 60s bands you forgot were awesome are 2 top 10 videos of 60 bands you forgot were awesome, basically. They are the original content farm.
But yeah, this is John Content Farm.
But, to their credit, this is the most amount of attention they've had on their channel in the past, 10 years. So
I'd argue they made... They made content farming.
They basically did. They are the originators of content farming. That's why it's so funny.
Most of their views, except the occasional video, gets 4 to 10K, which isn't very good for
how old and big their channel is.
Yeah, they've got 25.9 million subscribers.
Yeah. It is they're literally they're basically a dead channel. 100,000 views for anyone else would probably be pretty good, but for a video with 25 million subscribers, that's basically dead.
Well, it's they'll get good views on explanations of stuff or
top 30
stuff you need to know
nude
before
scenes
a
of
movie
movies.
comes out. And everything else will just get
Actually,
the scraps.
take a guess without looking what the top 3 most viewed videos on their channel are.
I've actually I don't even have a basis to go off.
Top 10 Bruce Lee moments, top 10 sexy female movie villains, top 10 hilarious movie sex scenes. Speaking of sex scene,
Speaking of top 10 hottest aliens from movies and TV.
Among Us. So the
I'm
Among
sorry,
Us.
that is so much better.
No, that was good. The Among Us TV show was announced and dropped same day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. First of all, from what I heard, it's actually not the worst thing in the world. I heard it's just mediocre, which is what I would expect from an Among Us show, if I'm being honest.
No, but the lesser thing that I'm just gonna interject in here real quick is Among Us dating game.
They did not.
Oh yeah, Among Us e-dating is real, guys.
No.
Now, the OGs, they know one of my OG Steam usernames was Among Us e-dater.
I don't even want to talk about this. I don't even want to get into that.
It's real.
Okay. We're going to scoot past the dating sim thing. I just want to list the cast. Only the names that you'll probably recognize. The cast for this show: Elijah Wood, Patton Oswalt, Randall Park, Dan Stevens, Yvette Nicole Brown, Deborah Wilson, and Phil Lamar.
I'm sorry, Yvette Nicole Brown feels like she's in everything.
Not really. I don't think she's been in the whole.
I feel like I hear her name every single time something comes up nowadays.
Oh, she is in quite a bit. That's good though. I like her. She's a great actress. But back to it. Elijah Wood, Patton Oswalt, and Randall Park alone are all arguably A-list actors. They are ridiculously huge. and they're in the Among Us show. And it's become, the show's already become a meme, in particular because of one scene, and that is, in the most simple terms, an acid orgy scene. And this is not like...
Dylan, I don't know what any of this has to do with those like little gel balls you got as a kid that you used water to like make grow.
No, Mateo. Those are the little fruits. You know, the fruit that you peel and they're like little slices.
No, Dylan, that's when like one thing circles around another over and over, like the Earth does around the sun.
No. Those are the monkeys. You know, the big, or not even big. They're the huge orange monkeys, the smart ones, got like little crests on their face. You know, they go.
No, what you're thinking of is the kind of triangle that like goes out more, and you know, it's like more than 90 degrees.
No, Mateo. You're thinking of the Pokemon. The little robot, little ladybug thing.
No, you're thinking of like one of those, like, of course, like American Ninja Warrior, where they're like jumping over stuff.
No,
and, there's like stuff in the way.
No. You're thinking of like what's it when someone's like a first to something? They're like one of the the first of their kind in that thing.
No. You're thinking when like somebody tries to like hide something from you. So like if they put like a blindfold over your eyes.
No, I still think you're talking about maybe you're talking about the Fortnite game mode. You know, like the one game mode that they released. You know.
No, you're talking about when a bunch of alien crewmates sleep together on acid.
That was a great way of wrapping it back around. But yeah, so it's legitimately, it's very like not subtle. They are very like sensually removing the little like jet packs or whatever they have on, and then they have their bare butt cheeks out, and then they just start dry humping and moaning. I'm not kidding. I'm not going to put a visual because I'm too lazy, but this is an actual thing in the show that actually happens. Like, it's not like an oh haha funny Among Us orgy joke. It's an actual scene in the show where the Among Us aliens or the Among Us crewmates have an orgy.
There's not even any soaking.
No, it basically is soaking. That's
all right. We should move on from this one because it's a little too graphic. And luckily, the next thing we have isn't graphic at all.
Yeah, so Repo deconfirmed the possibility of a sex update. Repo's actually got a roll with big updates. I won't tell you what the updates are, so you can stay excited. But they've had some pretty huge updates recently. They're working on their huge 1.0 update too. So like their big like full release kind of thing. And the most recent video, confirming that they're working on the 1.0 release. They confirmed as well. No sex. There will be no sex. They said verbatim, there will be no sex update.
Which isn't going to stop me from picking you up, Mason, in the game and just slamming your...
No. Jesus, okay.
I don't know if this entire section is
No, we're keeping it in. It's staying in. But
parental advisory.
Parental advisory sticker. That's it. Honestly, that's all I want to say because I want to once again keep the repo updates a little bit of a mystery. For when you guys get back, it'll be all new.
And we only have one more graphic discussion left. All right, this one's the worst one so far.
I don't know what joke you're gonna make here, but I feel like whatever it's gonna
set up for you to go into Fortnite.
So Fortnite's new season dropped. First of all, I gotta say, actually really cool mid-chapter season. It's Chapter 7, Season 3, after the big Fortnite live event, which me and Mateo watched together. Mateo, what do you think of the event?
Kind of sucked.
It's like unironically a top 5 all-time Fortnite events.
I thought it was so lame.
Well, that's because you're not invested in the actual story of the game anymore. But
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not invested in the Fortnite lore.
Fortnite lore's cool, man. That's like
No,
that's the equivalent of saying, "I'm sorry, I'm not
think
invested in the
lore's
Five Nights at Freddy's lore." Like
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's lore is inarguably
the worst lore
worse
of all
than the
time.
Fortnite lore. It is objectively
Freddy's
worse
lore
than Fortnite
Is
lore.
like the biggest load of slop ever created by the internet, and I love it, and I eat it up because it's FNAF.
But anyway,
That does not mean I'm going to defend it.
Fortnite lore is actually kind of interesting. Basically, it was The Rock's character, the Foundation. We all know The Rock's Fortnite character versus the Ice King and the Dark Voyager. It was cool. They had like a little fight, a little battle. It was very cool. The Ice King beat The Rock, which is, I think, legitimately the first time he's ever decisively.
Saved me.
I think it's literally the first time he's ever decisively lost a fight in any movie or TV show or anything ever. Like, I'm pretty sure it's
Wrong. Scorpion King.
Oh, I haven't seen the Scorpion King. I guess not. Then since the Scorpion King, but crazy. And then it ends with the Dark Voyager. He flies up on Jonesy, our goat, and then Jonesy shot in the back by the alternate version of the Visitor, who turns out to be Geno. It's like Geno. It turns out to be Geno, who's the big bad of the Fortnite lore. Crazy reveal, crazy twist. Absolutely banger event. Then it is followed up with a basically what can be described as a drug running Pokemon season, where you run around, you collect little balls of like elements. You got a water, a duck. You have like a fire one, and you capture them, and then you send them off to the Mexican cartel. It's an okay season. Loot pool kind of sucks. The battle pass is not great. But the map is cool. They basically changed the entire map, which is awesome. They've never really done that for a Fortnite season update, so that's cool.
Are we done?
Gotcha. Yes, we are done. And we are not the only ones done right now, Mateo. Unfortunately.
As you guys know, Dylan loves VR chat.
No, you have like 600 hours in. You have like 1,000 hours in the game.
I do not. I do not have even anywhere close to. I've got 100 hours, I think.
Let me pull it up. Let me pull up your Steam account. Keep going. Let me pull up the Steam account. Prove me wrong.
But bad news for VR chat room enjoyers, because Rec Room's just dead. Just killed Rec Room.
Yeah, no, there's no more servers.
So all the furries now have to migrate over to VR chat. Don't say it, Dylan.
You have 780 hours in VR chat.
I most certainly do not.
Dude, when did you play this much? What the hell?
I have exactly the number of Gen 1 Pokemon.
755.3 hours. 755.3 hours is not exactly.
I don't even have that many hours in Marvel Rivals. I have 569.
Yeah, no, Mateo has the number of every Pokemon that exists, because as we all know, there's only 151 Pokemon, according to the Pokemon Corporation.
According to Logan Paul.
I don't even think Logan Paul knows what Pokemon is. I'm going to be so honest with you. I still don't think he knows what it is.
He really is like... there's a new slang term going around, which I'm sure you guys have heard, but just in case. Where it's when somebody
LARPing is not a slang term. It's an actual term. You don't need to explain LARPing. It's the same thing under every context.
No, but it was never used like this before.
Yes, but
live
it's still
action role playing is very different from like how it's being used currently.
It is still the exact same idea of pretending to do something or pretending to be in the know of something.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between like going to a park and role playing as a knight than acting like you're into Pokemon cards when you don't know anything about them. Anyways, LARP is the current term that people have been throwing around.
Gen Z ruins so many words.
He is a LARPer.
I hope Thundercunt never becomes a thing under Gen Z, because they would just ruin it. As we all know, Thundercunt is the act of hurling something aggressively at a wall, and is technically not a swear word. Why do you look so beyond flabbergasted?
No, sorry, I got a message from my boss at work.
Okay, well, while he's being chewed out. Yeah, so...
I'm getting fired.
Logan Paul is the kind of guy to, like, say, oh, Pikachu, I love that. One Piece character or something. He has no idea what he's talking about. How did we go from Rec Room to Logan Paul?
We're talking about LARPing.
But how?
Which, how do we?
Yeah, how did we get to this? How did we get to
VR chat, Pokemon, because 151.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Logan Paul, LARP.
Let's wrap it back around. Rec Room is dead. The servers are gone. You can't play the game anymore. There are like 20 people staying on the game so they can't get kicked out. Because it's one of those things where it's like the game stays up until the last person is down, but no one else can join. It's like what they did with Halo 3.
Yeah, so Rec Room and Destiny 2 are just dead.
Well, Destiny 2 hasn't been shut down yet. It's still going to go for a couple more. It's getting shut down.
It's gone until 2027.
Yeah, but Rec Room is just gone. They just overnight.
Giga nuked. So as I was saying, the furries are now going to have to migrate back to VR chat.
I don't think anyone even played Rec Room. Was Rec Room even a played game?
It's time to get your funny up.
Was Rec Room even like a well-played game? Like, I know it had a fan base because everything has a fan base, but like, did it actually...
Let me see the Steam charts for it.
Oh, it actually peaked at 17,000. And it averaged...
There's 203 players in it right now.
I don't think that's right. Because maybe it is. Because I know there's people, like I said, there are people who are still in the game that haven't left because the game will still kick it as long as people are in, but it won't like no one else can join. Like if you try to join it, the servers are dead.
Well, there was a massive spike of players on June 1st. Is that when it got shut down?
I think that's when it got shut down. I think that's when the fall off happened.
Because it was like 1,000 players on average before June 1st, then it's 17,000. And then it's down to like 500.
Yeah, I think June 1st is when it was shut down. Wait. Shut down. Yeah, June 1st. So people, like everybody got on for the day of its shutdown. That's kind of funny to me that its all-time peak was the day that it died. Yeah, Rec Room's dead. In important news, we had our E3 week.
I gotta say, that was its all-time peak. In its entire existence.
Yeah, was the day that it died.
The most players on the day it died. Which that is just sad.
Yeah. Anyway, on to news that we care about. We had our E3 Gaming Week, which is basically every game company, they did their live streams, they revealed their games and stuff like that. We talked about it a bit in the little chat, the little group chat for the podcast. Mateo, is there any specific games you want to mention before we get into a couple of the other ones? Like any games that you were excited about that were announced? You want to talk about?
Well, I'll leave the big one for you because I know you're probably more excited about that than anybody else.
I have literally no idea which one you're talking about. Are you talking about Veronica?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, what are some other games? Like, what are some other games that were announced?
Frankly, I wasn't really that interested in anything.
You weren't feeling any of it?
It wasn't for me. I mean,
throughout the whole weekend.
I'm not a big single player game guy. But
says the guy who's input 200 hours into Binding of Isaac this week.
Well, all right, I must explain. I'm not like being a bum playing Binding of Isaac. I've burned through 6 books. But yeah, I've had 6 audiobooks playing. And I've finished them all.
That's actually almost worse. I feel like that's almost worse than if you were just no-lifing a Binding of Isaac.
I don't think so. I mean, it's the equivalent of reading.
I guess.
It's actually really nice. It lets me read more.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to switch over to my... We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so let's go ahead. There were 4 significant live streams. There was Summer Games Fest. There was the Xbox event. There was the Nintendo event. And then there was the PlayStation event. Now, if I could find... So starting off with the Sony PlayStation State of Play. If I could... Okay. Nobody has them all listed. So for it started off with Sony's PlayStation State of Play. They revealed gameplay for Wolverine, the Wolverine game. They revealed God of War Lao Fei, which is a continuation of the God of War series, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, and then the other game, or the only game I think anybody in our friend group cares about, Rayman Legends Remade, or Retold, which is a 3D remake of Rayman Legends. We've already told them that. But there's also Marvel Token Fighting, the Marvel fighting game. They announced more stuff. They announced Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage. Carnage, by the way, is played by Kellen Golf, which is awesome. The Freddy dude.
Kellen Golf? You mean Kellen Goff?
Is it Goff? Have I been saying it wrong? Oh my god, it's Goff. I thought that was an L, not an F. This whole time I've been calling him Kellen Golf.
Imagine being named Golf. That'd actually suck.
Let's go golfing.
But the highlight for one particular person here is for Nathan. Well, actually, I've got two highlights for you, but one's coming later.
We'll talk about both of them at the end. Let's build it up. You will be very excited.
I want to go over this one now, and then because I have other things to talk about for stuff that came after Summer Games.
Okay, go ahead.
Which is they announced the third Final Fantasy VII remake. Let's go, baby.
Well, okay, no, part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Let's get it right.
Which, like, how Dylan and I were talking, and we now have 6 Final Fantasy VIIs.
Yeah, 6 Final Fantasy VIIs.
There's 6 7s.
Don't look away. Don't look away. Basking in shame.
I told Dylan I thought it'd be funny that if they do one more, it'll be 7 Final Fantasy VIIs. Same number.
As much as I hate Final Fantasy, I almost want them to do one more Final Fantasy VII now, just for that sake.
The thing is, we don't even know if this Final Fantasy VII is going to be the last one. I mean, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan.
I think it is. I think. How many?
No, but by the time they finish this one, they'll be remaking the first Final Fantasy VII remake. It's going to be The Last of Us 2.
That's good. It is okay. They confirmed that it's going to be 3 parts. So it is the last in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, that's all the big stuff for PlayStation.
You're gonna get VR Final Fantasy VII after this.
Oh my god, that's pretty much it for the PlayStation State of Play for us. There's also Control Renaissance, but that's something only me and Mateo care about. Following
it's Resonance.
So my bad, I can't speak. Following that, though, was Summer Games Fest 2026. There were some big announcements. First and foremost, they opened it up with an absolute banger in the game that I think arguably me and Mateo are most excited for. Resident Evil Veronica, which is a remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica. And before those people are like, I bet you never even played Code Veronica.
Yeah, he also still has not played Code Veronica.
I have played it,
he
actually.
Just has it.
I didn't finish it. I played
bastard.
it. I watched the first cutscene. Yeah, Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. I am going to finish the game for real because I am very excited for it. That was the one I was looking forward to the most, called Resident Evil Veronica. Very cool, coming next year. Following that, we had Cuphead. They had a couple of announcements. I know.
Jarrett, Cuphead, jingle.
Jarrett, jingle. Mason, jingle. Remember when we played Cuphead in the back of your car when your mother was driving us to the beach and I was carrying you?
All right, let's let's not open up old wounds. Anyways, they announced Cuphead 2, which is pretty big. I'm not stoked about it because I don't care much for
You're
Cuphead.
Not stoked about it,
but it's real. They also announced another Cuphead game. Right?
It's a
what was it?
pixel art platform shooter called Cuphead, Mighty Cuphead Adventure. It sounds like a little project that'll drop later in the year.
Isn't Cuphead already partially a platform shooter? I don't think this makes sense.
Cuphead is like, yes, but it's like basically an arcade version of Cuphead. That's basically, think
It'd be
like
cool
that.
If they did like Cuphead Mario Maker. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be a lot of fun, actually. That would be awesome, especially since it wouldn't be landlocked to Nintendo platforms.
Cuphead 2 is real.
It is. They did
down below.
They actually probably had my favorite presentation. They had a little guy like a little with a puppet, like a Cuphead puppet, and he was doing a little.
The anime, like the style of Cuphead's always gonna be great. They didn't show anything about Cuphead 2 though, right?
No, but I mean, like the
They
actual
had the
presentation for the announcement was cool because it was like a guy doing a pup. He was a puppet. They had a puppet come up and then like do like a little news broadcast for all the new stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but they didn't show anything about Cuphead 2. I think it was
they said it's just now starting development. Like they literally said they just started development.
So you're not gonna see this in like
for probably another year or two. Actually, yeah, probably 8 years because it's hand drawn.
It's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, because it's hand drawn. It's gonna take forever. Following that though,
unless they use AI.
No, they said it's gonna be hand. They specified it's gonna be drawn by hand. I want my Cuphead games made by man.
So sorry. The platformer is like it's called Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's Shovel Knight, but Cuphead.
Anyway, on to my second biggest announcement for the weekend. My second favorite announcement: Alien Isolation 2. Huge news. Alien Isolation 1 came out, I think it was 2014. Let me double check that. 2014. God, I'm smart. It came out 12 years ago, and there was basically no hopes for a sequel. No one ever thought it was going to be a sequel was going to be made. And here we are, baby. I'm so excited. There's no release date. There was no gameplay, so that's kind of sad, but I'm so excited for it. Alien Isolation is one of my favorite horror games of all time. I love the game to death. Very excited for this one. And that's actually genuinely all that I cared that much about from the Summer Games Fest. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I actually was excited for.
Yeah, no, I think a lot more of the news I was interested in actually came out just after the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
Which is
wait, I have a couple of funny things I want to mention. Just a little one-offs, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds announced 2 DLCs. The first one of which, Godzilla, which is pretty funny. And then the one I actually like more, because I find this to be way funnier in theory, Neon Genesis Evangelion. I find this to be the funniest because from the gameplay, it looks like it's just going to be Rey. So for some reason, they thought, let's put Rey in a car instead of, Misato, who actually has a car, who drives like a goddamn maniac. But anyway, they also announced Pal World is releasing its 1.0 update. Yeah. Street Fighter 6 announced Tifa Lockhart as a guest character. That's for Nathan, Tifa Lockhart. And then they also announced Final Fantasy Revelation, which is part 3 of the 7 remakes. And then that's it for Summer Games Fest.
Yeah. Well, I would say the more interesting stuff came this morning, actually.
No, we got one more until we get to Nintendo.
Oh, I did. Did we put the Nintendo Direct on the thing?
No, I waited to record this either yesterday or today because I knew Nintendo Direct was coming. That's why this is late. This was intentionally late. But before that came the Xbox Game Showcase, which had a couple of games I'd like to mention.
Xbox Games Showcase, guys.
It actually had a couple of really cool announcements. It had the gameplay reveal of Halo Campaign Evolved, and I was very hesitant on Campaign Evolved, not because I didn't think it was going to be like a horrible game or anything.
They announced Deltarune Chapter 5.
Yeah. Pause on that. Halo Campaign Evolved looks awesome. A lot of people have turned around on it. People were like, this looks terrible. The trailer came out and it looks cool. It looks great. They announced 3 prequel missions starring Chief, obviously, and then Johnson, who, hell yeah, I want more Johnson in my life. They also announced the Doom the Dark Ages DLC, also called Revelations. For some reason, Revelation is like the most common subtitle for everything.
It's an easy one to throw out there.
Yeah, it's a continuation of Doom Eternal, or Doom the Dark Ages story. Pretty cool. Minecraft Dungeons 2 got announced, new Spyro. Other than that, everything is like a one-off. Oh, Persona 6. I don't know if any of us like Persona.
Sorry, really quickly on the Spyro thing. Spyro looks terrible on it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what he looks like in his mainline game series. He looks completely different from Skylanders in the original games. It's actually like a completely like night and day. If you look up Spyro,
Yeah, but I hate that design. Spyro looks so much better in Skylanders. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually fully agree. When he was announced when they announced Spyro's Adventure, people actually really hated the new design. People vastly prefer the
other
original.
thing is they also just got the purple wrong on it.
Well, I mean, technically, no. Skylanders got the purple wrong on him.
But no, if you look at the original Spyro's Adventure for the PlayStation, he's a darker purple than he is in A Realm Beyond.
Well, I guess that's true. They did change his color for the remake of Spyro's trilogy, though. So maybe, they just decided they wanted to be a brighter purple. Yeah. Xbox Game Showcase didn't have like a lot that I was. Shockingly, there was quite a bit of like first time new properties. There's also Persona 4 remade. Once again, if anybody cares about Persona, I don't care about Persona. They also announced, and this is a cool thing that I just wanted. This is not a game announcement. Obviously, CEO of Xbox came up and she announced the Xbox 25th anniversary console, which is an Xbox Series X that looks like a classic, the classic see-through green Xbox.
Yeah,
they announced a Xbox Series X version of that with a controller.
That's kind of cool.
And then
that's gonna get destroyed in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but then the CEO of Xbox was like, "Thank you all for coming to the Xbox Game Showcase in person. All of you get one for free." They just gave out like 200 free limited edition Xbox X25 consoles. The CEO of Xbox, Ashraf, she's on a goddamn roll. She has legitimately not had a single miss.
Darn roll, Dylan.
She's not had a single miss since she's been instated as CEO. Like, legitimately, only dubs. Only dubs. Xbox may be back. And then there's we'll see. But so far, she's pulling the Mamdami right now. I'll say that.
The Mamdami.
The Mamdami treatment. Anyway, Nintendo Game Showcase. I know none of us are huge Nintendo fans, so we'll go over it briskly.
I do really want to talk about it because you did talk about the Xbox Showcase, so I'm going to talk about the Direct if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
So there are a lot of actually really cool announcements with the Nintendo Direct. I'd say this is one of the biggest Nintendo Directs I've maybe ever seen. Starting off strong with Rhythm Heaven Groove. I played Rhythm Heaven on my 2DS.
I've never heard of it.
With my brother. I'd say it's one of the cooler rhythm games out there. But yeah, finally got a date for it, July 2nd. It looks great. The Rhythm Heaven team on a roll. Haven't seen a game from them in like 8 years, so it's really cool to see. After that, you've got Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Just talk about the things that we get.
Looks like a new game. It looks fine. I'm gonna start going through other stuff. Dragon's Dogma 2. Stellar Blade on Nintendo Switch.
We can go ahead. We
one.
can skip past most of these.
Rayman Legends.
Another second trailer. They showed off
second trailer, actually showing a lot more gameplay.
They showed off the 2 levels where they do Black Betty, and I forgot the second one already.
Anyways, it looks pretty good. They announced the Pokopia expansion pass, which people have been sort of hyping up for a while. People have been wanting the Pokopia DLC, I think from when it came out, but they finally added swimming, which, wow. Guys, I gotta complain that there's too much water now.
Nice.
It looks fine. New Fire Emblem game looks fine. DK Bonanza is getting its DLCs finally. I didn't play it yet. Johnny told me it's great, so
I think Mason played
give it a
it
shot
before he left. I think he said he liked it a lot too.
It looks good. It's just Donkey Kong Mario Odyssey.
Mhm.
He gets a Mario outfit, so oh my goodness.
And don't forget the Luigi outfit for Pauline. Just when I thought Pauline couldn't get any hotter. Not hotter than Luigi still, but you know.
There's a bunch of other like little things like for Souls-like fans, Lords of Fallen, Lies of P. Looks kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care much for either of those. Devil May Cry is getting a port to
I am the storm that is
Switch.
approaching.
Xenoblade Genesis announced. But we're getting into some heat with these last few.
Hello Kitty Party Land.
Because you know what people have been asking for a long time, for a long, long time, and you know he's made some fan appearances in some recent properties.
What are we
Fox
referencing here?
McCloud getting a new Star Fox game. Finally,
we talked about this one. This has been around for a bit.
I thought they just announced it.
No, they did.
It's coming out at the end of this month. You're right.
Yeah,
But finally getting a new game. Finally got gameplay for it.
yeah,
And
that's what they did. You did get it.
It looks like a Star Fox game. So.
Well, I mean, it's a remake of Star Fox N64.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
But
it's the fourth remake for the game, I think.
It's pretty huge because this is like the first of many of their dead franchises. I think they're finally showing a little bit of attention. I hate how Fox looks in it, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually really like the designs. I like them all a lot more than the only thing I don't care for with the new designs, as someone who doesn't care about Star Fox, I don't like that they kind of killed a lot of the color from, I think it was specifically the bird, Falcon. They kind of got rid of like his shirt color. Other than that, though, I like the designs.
I don't love the graphic design of the game.
I like it. It's very cool. I like it more than the Galaxy design. I don't care for the Galaxy design.
But second to last piece of news for Nathan, new Final Fantasy game as well. Final Fantasy Resonance, which is sort of more like a classic Final Fantasy looking game. It's got like it's got the pixel art style. But it's sort of like these weird 3D environments, so I'm not sure what to think about it. But it's very much like return to form of Final Fantasy.
Is it not a remake?
Is it maybe? I don't know.
Maybe not.
Might be a remake of the first one. No, I think they already did remake that. Oh, who knows? News that I'm personally excited for. Duskbloods got some more news. The art style looks awesome.
You're not.
Nobody's excited for this game.
I was
even
about to
among
say.
Souls fans. It is probably the most hated Souls game to ever face a release. Because it is exclusive to the Switch too. Like they traumatized people with Bloodborne.
Do you know what kind of game it is too? They announced what type of game it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They announced what type of game it was going to be when it released. When they announced it alongside Night Rain.
Oh, I thought that they just did.
But yeah, people are very cautious about it, and people do not like that it is a Nintendo exclusive. Because nobody wants to buy a Switch 2 right now.
It also makes it worse that's a multiplayer game for Nintendo. Because as we all know, Nintendo has the worst online features of any console ever.
That being said, this game looks awesome. Like its visual style is incredible. Like if Bloodborne's Gothic style, this is like full Gothic, like cathedrals, very much more religious imagery in it. So I think it's interesting. Splatoon Raiders got announced.
That's the Mason news right there.
That's Mason
Oh,
news.
actually, I mean, technically, that's not the Mason news, but yeah.
The thing is, it's just Big Salmon Run.
Yeah.
It's just like a full Salmon Run game, which is cool because I loved Salmon Run. I liked it more than actual base Splatoon. But they're sort of like dedicating like a whole campaign, a whole actual game to it, which I think is kind of cool. Deltarune Chapter 5 doesn't look like they really showed a whole lot. It looks like they maybe showed like a bunch of old clips and then a few new enemies. I don't know if there's even a single new boss here. But I don't know, looks alright. I mean, there's really nothing to see here.
You know what else there's nothing to see about? You know what else there's nothing to see about, Mateo?
What?
Kingdom Hearts announcements. I'm trying to.
I wish there was nothing to see about because this sucks.
I'm trying to think of a fun way to reveal this to Nathan, and there's only one way I think we should reveal it.
Let me start this off.
Yeah, of course.
Kingdom Hearts.
I hate you. I hate Kingdom Hearts.
3 remakes.
Oh, all 3 of them are remakes? I thought they were just ports.
Oh yeah, it's right. It's a Kingdom Hearts collection. 1, 2, and 3 are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. But they've completely updated the graphics.
How so? I think it does look hot as ever.
I think it is like a bit of the older graphics for 1 and 2, but Kingdom Hearts 3 looks like it's got updated graphics. But anyways, it pretty neat. Pretty neat. I'm gonna get into one more thing before we get into the big one. Which is Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time coming to Switch. I think that one is like an actual remake.
Yeah, no, it's an Ocarina of Time remake, not like a remaster or like a graphical update. It is a full-on remake of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That's gigantic. That's the biggest news, arguably.
Yeah, but I don't care about Legend of Zelda, and I don't think you care about Legend of Zelda.
Touche. I really liked Link Between Worlds. Disliked Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm more of a Wind Waker guy, personally.
Never played Wind Waker. I think my mom had it, but she never let me play because she didn't want me to screw up her save file for it.
I like boats. They also announced Wii Sports Resort.
Nobody cares about Wii Sports Resort. They announced Kingdom Hearts 4 for you, Nathan. Are you happy? Are you happy?
It's real.
This is a real. We cannot stress this enough. Of all the people who had everything they could have ever wished for announced this week, Nathan literally got Final Fantasy VII Part 3, another Final Fantasy game, a port of the Kingdom Hearts trilogy to Switch, and Kingdom Hearts 4.
This really is like the greatest week of news for Nathan ever.
They did also show off early gameplay.
That being said, are there any Disney characters in this?
I don't know. I don't play Kingdom Hearts, and I don't like Kingdom Hearts. I tried Kingdom Hearts 3, was met with a 14-minute cutscene, and quit because I did not care.
Oh, so it does show Goofy and Donald Duck, but not a single other Disney character. So they might be wanting to...
They also might be dead.
Keep the suspense?
They might be dead.
But it might also be a thing where it's like tough break on the licensing. So we don't know anything about this. Like the only announcement regarding Kingdom Hearts 4 is this one minute clip of Kingdom Hearts 4, and it's just gameplay of the guy with the key beating up like these shadow monsters.
Please, his name is Sorina.
Soryuken?
Soryuken! But yeah, that's it. That's it for all the announcements.
But yeah, really, really big news, actually.
Like, honestly, I feel like all of us kind of got a little bit of everything. You know, Mason got Ocarina of Time remake, I guess. Nathan got everything. I got everything.
Mason also got Splatoon.
I got everything. Nathan got everything. Jared got Cuphead. You got
I got Duskbloods. I got...
got Deltarune Chapter 5. Pretty huge week for gaming news.
Olivia didn't get shit.
I have to cut that out, man. We were going so strong. You know, last episode was the first episode of the podcast with no swear words. No swears, not one.
Never see it again.
And I forgot to upload it to YouTube too. I was so tired. I don't know why I forgot, but I forgot to. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's it for this week. But news, most of it was gaming news because, you know, Summer
I mean,
Game
I gotta
Fest.
say this was a huge Nintendo Direct. I mean, regardless of what you're a fan of, I think you got a little bit of everything.
I did.
Like Dylan got Hello Kitty Party Land.
That's true. I did get Hello Kitty Party Land. Yeah, I did get Hello Kitty Party Land.
Xenoblade remakes and Xenoblade Genesis.
I want to say though, people were so confident that the new Smash Bros. Game was going to be announced. Like they were legitimately betting money on it.
Well, if there was a time to announce a new Smash Bros. Game, it would have been this Direct.
I just don't think there's going to be one happening for another couple of years. Maybe that's just me though.
Yeah, if it's not happening for a couple of years, I hate to break it to them, but it's probably not happening with the Switch 2.
Maybe. No, there's definitely going to be, if anything, at the bare minimum, they're going to port. They're going to do like a graphical update for Smash Ultimate.
Smash Bros. Is a launch title, though. Like, you launch with Smash. It took all year.
Why would you want to launch for the
Ultimate
third?
to come out.
Why would you want to use the third biggest fighting game franchise as a launch title?
It's like one of Nintendo's biggest properties. Quite frankly, if they were going to announce Smash, they would have done it. All right, already. It's coming next console. That's my guess. Ultimate came out a year after the Switch's launch. Smash 4 dropped with the Wii U. Brawl dropped with the Wii U. Or sorry, Brawl dropped with the Wii.
I mean, there have been rumors that it's going to release 2028.
All I'm saying is I'm a skeptic that we'll see it in the Switch 2's lifetime.
I want them. I don't care about the new Smash game unless they bring back Steve exactly how he is in Smash Ultimate, because it would be so funny. It would be so funny.
I'd rather die than they bring back Steve.
I am Steve. Anyway, that's all the news.
He's too busy in Minecraft Dungeons 2.
Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons 2. Because everybody loved Minecraft Dungeons 1.
We all know how much everybody...
Minecraft Dungeons 1 managed to perfectly balance being not enough of an MMORPG for MMORPG fans and too much of an MMORPG for non-MMORPG fans. They had that perfect balance of being for no one. As someone who loves MMORPGs and played a lot of Minecraft Dungeons.
No, I loved Minecraft Dungeons. Great game.
Yeah, that's it for the news.
You know, Minecraft Story Mode was terrible.
There's that. Minecraft Story Mode does kind of suck. I actually rewatched the playthrough. It's not a good game.
I loved that when it was coming out. The Super Wither, or whatever it was called, the Ultra Wither.
Witherstorm?
The Witherstorm.
Fake fan. Fake Minecraft Story Mode fan.
I am. But also kind of had armor trims before armor trims were a thing.
Yeah, I feel like they should have taken more from Minecraft Story Mode. To be fair, they don't do anything for Minecraft anymore. Like, they don't do anything interesting. They release a new forest,
update Minecraft,
a new block, and then maybe a new mob if you're lucky. That's the thing about Minecraft nowadays. It's not that they don't like, it's not that they're lazy, because they're not like lazy. It's that they don't try. They play it way too safe. They don't throw anything out there anymore. You know, back in my day, we had whole combat updates. We had dimension reworks. They, for some reason, thought, let's add the Phantom. Nowadays, they don't do anything. They're just like, oh, tree, new forest, new wood.
Hey, man, we added, like, one new type of mud, all right?
And they like, rarely ever...
I think that's enough work for the next year. I think people should be getting 6-figure salaries for this.
Yeah, it's just... Minecraft's in a weird place. Speaking of weird place, my penis between your thighs. Good night, everyone.
No!